Can't you think you've done it before? How does this year compare for you?
Yeah, it's pretty similar. Like, the group's pretty calm going into this. Like, we had a really good win against Melbourne. They were terrific, and so that's given our group a lot of confidence that even if we've got backs against the wall, we can, play our way eventually and come away with a win. So yeah, we're just really excited to get going for this game.
How are you feeling compared to previous years?
Probably similar feeling, to be honest. We are growing in confidence with our group. Probably 2023 was the one where we didn't quite feel like we belonged at the grand final. I reckon the last 2 seasons we feel like our best footy's better than anyone's in the comp. So we've got great confidence, but I think the best thing is we're really calm going into these games.
Have you played your best footy yet?
It's hard to really know. I think we've been playing really consistent footy, and I think that's all you can ask in quite a short season. Obviously, we want to be playing close to our best footy in the grand final. That's how you win them, and we have to be at our best. Brisbane are a very good side. So
the season you've had, the perfection that you've shown this season, Brisbane is talking about we need to reinvent. We look after last year's grand final. How much do you look at them, and how much do you just go, no, we just concentrate on what we need to do Saturday?
Yeah, you do have to look at how they're playing. When we came up against them in round 5, I think it was, they were playing a very different style to what we're used to. They used to be like quite a take-it-forward territory team. Now they're trying to possess the footy a little bit more. So certainly we took a lot of learnings from that game, just how to defend that a little bit better. So it's something that we've looked at. Our overall team defence was quite poor against Melbourne. So we've looked at that, and we've looked at ways that we can implement that in the grand final against a team that will hopefully probably try to use the ball against us.
And the same question, I guess, that we asked Ash, did you need them to hit out against Melbourne? Prelims are so hard to win. Was that a good sort of test for you heading into the grand final?
Yeah, I think so. Like, it probably just shows you that all the things that you try to implement throughout the year, like save the game, try to win the game, those sorts of scenarios that you put yourself into at training, to put that into a prelim final, and it was quite effective for us. Gives us great confidence that if we are tested again, we know what to do.
Yeah, how did you come from behind on the weekend, and are you confident you can pull that out again if you're 3-4 goals behind the Brisbane?
Yeah, I think for us it was just about going back to the basics. We weren't really playing a really front half team front half game that we would have liked, and that came around our contest. We'll probably try and overdo it with hands a little bit. Our forwards weren't able to, like Melbourne's defence were unbelievable. They were able to intercept on us, which then impacted the way that we were able to defend behind it. So for us it just came down to taking territory when we can. Being really strong in the contest, and then our forwards were terrific with the pressure that they were able to apply in that last quarter.
Do you get nervous at all?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, really nervous. But I actually prefer being nervous. I feel like if I'm not nervous, then I'm probably not at my best, and I probably just float through the motions a little bit. So I feel like finals brings out the best in me, because I like the high pressure games, and I think for me, nerves just comes about the sort of the unknown of the game. But once I'm out there, the nerves settle and I'm okay.
I like the Emma Kearney lip, because we hear a little bit about you and your directions on the field.
Yeah.
Not afraid to give a spray if a spray is required.
Yeah.
Received well?
Sometimes it depends the player that I'm giving it to. I've probably learnt along my journey with my leadership that I can't, give certain players a spray. I've got to be a little bit kinder in the way that I give, I suppose, criticism or growths of where they can get better. But feedback, yeah, that's the word I'm after. But I think that the girls know what I'm like. I'm just there to be the best player I can be, but also the best leader I can be, and try to help the players around me.
This time last season, you were one game back, I think, from your hammy. You were the talk of the final series with your injury. We've now got Emma Kearney. Yeah. How close is she, and how much of a risk would that be to bring her back in, do you think?
Mia's available for selection. So the coaches will select the side later tonight. So, I'm not privy to what sort of loads that she's doing, but I can only speak for what I've seen on the track. She's been bringing a lot of energy, a lot of spark. She's also one of those players that you want in finals, you want in the big games, because she is such a contested beast. She had one of her best games of the season against Brisbane last year. So, look, there's going to be a heartbreak, like pretty much every season in the men's or the women's in grand final week, where someone misses out. Unfortunately, that will have to be someone from our side, but what we've been able to show is the great depth that we've had in our squad. We've had many injuries throughout the year, and whoever's had their opportunity has made the most of it.
And you had three grand finals in a row with Brisbane and North Melbourne. It's pretty unusual. Why do you think those two teams have been so much better than every other side last few years?
There's probably a lot of reasons for that, but I think it's the way that both clubs embrace their women's programs, the way they resource them, the coaching. Craig Sasovich is a terrific coach. He's got great assistants around him. It's the system that they play in, a high performance team for both. Like Brisbane have always been fit, and we were one of those teams that they would always overrun us. And so we looked at Brisbane as probably the yardstick of the competition in terms of their fitness, and we got to work with our high performance team, and now we feel like we're up there with one of the fittest too. So there's a whole range of reasons, but probably the way that the clubs, resource their programs is probably a reason.
And you said you enjoy the finals, right? You must actually love playing teams that you're evenly matched against. It doesn't always happen in this competition. Do you feel like the AFLW standard is where it needs to be at the moment?
I think the finals series that we've seen have shown that there's been some exciting footy. I think our prelim final was a testament to the growth of the game and where it needs to be. Do we want the same teams being at the top? Don't care. I don't know. But what we're doing at North Melbourne and Brisbane are setting the standard, and we need the other teams to come up to that standard. And so I'm happy being up the top for now. We'll keep trying to get better. It's now up to the other teams to work out how they can get to our level.
You're 10 seasons in to your AFLW career. When you started, did you think you'd still be trucking along 10 seasons in?
Nah, I remember playing at Melbourne Uni, and I was playing against Debbie Lee, and I reckon she must have been like 36, 37 at the time. And I said to some of my younger teammates, if I'm still playing, tell me to retire. So here I am, 36, still playing. I understand why she's still playing. It's such a great game. I love it. And it certainly helps playing at a team like North, where I don't feel like I have to do anything remarkable in how I play. I can just sort of play my role of half-back and use my experience to help out our younger players.
Do you think about your footballing future? Like your on-field playing future?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Quite often. Because I know that there's not much longer in my career, but I do want to stay within the game, and that's in coaching at the moment. So I've done a bit before, and it's something that I'll look to get into.
Do you plan to keep going next season, all things being equal? I'm still sort of weighing that up at this stage, but I've got a contract there waiting for me. So I'll sort of play this last game and then see from there. But I'm really enjoying it, so chances are I'll hopefully sign on.
Would a win change things?
Potentially, but no, I'm just happy playing.
Can you just talk to Ash's year in the field?
Yeah, I mean, it's been remarkable. There's so many times when I'm on the field and I'm just like wrecked, and I'm just like, I just cannot get to that contest. The next thing you see, Ash Riddell pop up. She's got amazing work rate, and it's her ability to win it at the source for us, but then connect the field through us in offence, just by the spread at which she goes. And she's someone in the off season that really drives the standards of our group, and she's a terrific leader, both on and off the field. So it was terrific recognition for what she's been able to do. Like, you can talk about her, disposal counts as much, but it's the impact that she has with them that's most important.
How does it sit with you, Em, that there's no longer just one player with 8 All-Australians?
I was pretty good at that. Jazzy's got 8. It's very exciting. No, I think, you know, Jazzy's another great player of the competition, if not one of the best, or if not the best there has been. So it's pretty good to be able to share that accolade with her.
And what was the reaction on the table when you got one vote in the game where Ash Riddell got 45 and did not get any votes from Kearney? What was going around the table when that was all happening?
Yeah, I said to Ash, you need to be a bit flashier, Ash, and I'll teach you my ways. I'll teach you how to run and carry with the ball, and maybe you'll get noticed a little bit more from the umpires.
Thank you.
Ta.